I'd like to show you an interesting twist on a drag and drop based on a flowchart. Here I have 5 pieces of lecture content that users can select to experience in any order. Here you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once a student has visited all 5, they jump to a drag and drop interaction. So I'm going to scroll down the page to my film strip and show you the drag and drop. I'm going to unhide it here so you can see how it's put together. Now I had 2 challenges with this drag and drop. First is that I wanted to provide immediate feedback for correct answers. So you see here I've added check marks to each of the smart shapes, and these are all initially hidden. So if I click on a check mark, you'll see in the properties that it's initially hidden. So students don't see this when they come to the page initially. But I had another challenge, and that was that I wanted to allow multiple attempts to fill in this flowchart without forcing the user to start from scratch. So I wanted to retain the correct answers, but give them attempts to try to take the questions that they got wrong, the pieces that they got wrong, and try it again. So here's how I did it. I started with an image of the original flowchart. So you see if I move one of these elements, that underneath all of the labels are already here. And I covered each of the labels with a smart shape so that it would hide those labels. Now, for each drop target, and I made those smart shapes into drop targets, when you click on Object Actions, I set this up so that the correct label, when it's dropped in the correct place, it would execute an advanced action. And this one is called Successful 1. And the action is simply to hide the smart shape that is covering that label, and to hide the original drag source, the correct label that is being dropped onto the target. So both of those hide, and then it shows the check mark. So that's the advanced action when the correct label is dropped onto the drop target. So this is what happens. Asset value assessment is dropped onto this target. When it does, it hides itself, and it hides this box, which will reveal this answer. This way, when the reset button is pressed, while all of these labels revert back to the left-hand side, the ones that were dropped correctly are now hidden. So the only ones that you can see are the incorrect answers. And because the box that was covering that correct answer on the flowchart has now been hidden, the correct answer is still seen. So let me show you how this works. Here, a user clicks to go to a piece of content. Let me see. They return to the risk assessment flowchart. And here I visited both of these. And when they visited all 5, I'm going to just scrub through here so you don't have to go through all 5 of these. Let's see. Here they come to the drag and drop. So we've already seen that asset value assessment goes into this first box. Now, as I let go, you're going to see, because this is the correct placement, that this asset value assessment is going to disappear, but so is the box masking or hiding the original answer. So watch. I drop, it disappears. Notice the size change. That's another clue to me that I've dropped the correct one, correct label on the correct target. My checkbox appears, so I get immediate feedback that I've gotten the correct answer. Now I'm just going to randomly place the other labels in the drag and drop. You see, so I didn't get a check mark, so I know that one's not correct. And let's see, let's put this one here. No, that one's not correct. And I'm going to put vulnerability assessment here. Yay, correct answer. And you notice now I'm going to put threat hazard assessment. Notice as soon as I drop this, this drag source is going to disappear. And also the masking smart shape is going to disappear. And the check mark is going to appear. So I see I've gotten a few wrong, excuse me, and a few right. And so now I'm going to reset. So now when I reset, actually everything has come back to the left, but my correct answers are now hidden. So I don't see them in my list of choices. So I'm going to try this again. I'm going to put my risk assessment, of course, here. Risk management here. And my identify and mitigation options. And now if I were to hit a reset again, it looks like nothing happens. And actually it has. So everything is listed here, but they're all hidden. And it reveals my complete chart. So that's how I did it. I have this set also so that when someone comes back to this page, so they click next and they scrub backwards, go backwards. Now it actually is reset only because I have an advanced action that once they come back to this page, on entering this page, that all the check marks are hidden, and that everything else shows. That way it's set back to normal. Well, there you go. That's how you do it. Interesting take, different way of doing a drag and drop presentation.